Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters in Islam, and peace to the ones that are not Muslim. May Allah guide y'all to the straight path. This ain't a judgment zone. This is a judgment-free zone, but I'm just, it is what it is. The future is for Islam. I have to, come correct. Today is the second part of Back to the Basics, and today's the start of La ilaha illallah, which is the first pillar of Islam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Islam is based off the 5 pillars, which means it is the foundation, which means Islam stands on it. And the first one is the testimony of faith, La ilaha illallah, which is you accepting that there's no God worthy of worship in truth but Allah. So with you accepting that, you have to also submit and obey to that. And it has a lot of branches, but let's not, get too deep off into that. I don't want to, overburden the mind or make you run away. But, with obeying that means, after you accept that statement, you have to obey its pillars, its nullifiers, and things of that sort. And today we're gonna start with a few of those nullifiers and pillars of La ilaha illallah. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, it negates and affirms different things when you make the statement. And we're going to start with the things that La ilaha illallah negates. And it negates false gods, false deities, lords, and rivals to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Highly exalted is He above all they associate with Him. The statement also affirms 4 things. It affirms intention and purpose, that you are intentionally making this statement, and the purpose of this statement is as for us to do exactly what Allah created us to do. And it says in the Quran that He created not the jinn and the men itself to worship Him. So ibadah, we're after this statement, accepting this statement, we must also submit in worshiping Allah and Allah alone. And how do we find out how to worship Allah and Allah alone? Well, we got the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This is it. It don't get no straight drop than that. So let's go into those 2 first and foremost. But it also says in the Quran, the learned man. Well, for us, it's the learned man, it's the scholars, and you have to know who on the hawk and who is not on the hawk. So therefore, you got to delve into those books yourself to actually know when somebody feeding you the truth and when somebody feeding you the buffoonery. Because you don't want to be misled, because you may be on the brinks of the hellfire, mashallah. Let's tighten up. It's exaltation, so you exalting Allah above all because He created everything in existence in the 7 heavens of the earth. He created it all, and all should submit to Him. Willingly or unwillingly, they will eventually. And love. You love for the sake of Allah. You hate for the sake of Allah. You should fear Allah. I remember. And about 23 years ago, man, riding around listening to Benny Siegel, man, and he just said, I should fear no man but God. And I didn't even know the brother was Muslim. I really didn't even know nothing about Islam back then, for real. But now I kind of understand it, like, man, we run around and we tiptoeing around about this law, that law, and we supposed to, we governed by the laws of this land, but ultimately we govern by the Quran and the Sunnah. So, you know, that will help us obey the laws of this land, because we ain't supposed to get outside. You know, it's just here. As long as it don't go against what the Quran and the Sunnah telling us to do. Hope. We should hope in Allah. So that means hope, and we should go to Allah with our supplications. We shouldn't go to no one. You know, he got vigilant or agents here to, you know, aid and assist in our journey. But first and foremost, we take everything to Allah, and Allah will line the ducks up and have it go. And I ain't gonna say that your partner or your woman friend or nobody is a duck. I'm just speaking. Like, Allah gonna make it all make sense at the end of the day. And that's just four of the negations and affirmations. There's many more. With La ilaha illallah, we got a lot to go on, and I got a few books that are very easy and quick to read. This will be one of them. And then I have another one that I'm gonna try to share next part in the chat area, in the description area. I'm gonna try to put up a PDF. You know, I don't know, some scholars say it's bad to do this. You know, may Allah make right our affairs, and may He accept our intention and me trying to share this book with whoever gonna take it out the description and actually read it. It ain't number like 30 pages, just as this book, man. It's just giving you some insight on what the testimony of faith is, what your shahada is. That's really it, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's back to the basics, man. Let's get it. Abdul Aziz. Assalamu alaikum, man. See y'all next time.